Hello guys, welcome to Rip and Email Monday. This is actually a newsletter that I did sign up to from SaaS Brief, and they do send me B2B SaaS articles on a weekly basis. Now, I do find some content enjoyable every once in a while, so I thought I'd analyze their campaign to show you what they've done right and where they could have improved. Starting from the subject line, you can see it's pretty long. I do suggest sticking to 4 to 6 words in your subject line because we've done machine learning on thousands and thousands of campaigns, and we've seen the best open rates come from 4 to 6 on average. So I highly recommend sticking to that. Now, I do know that there's a lot to unpack here, and they're trying to do that through the subject line, and they do look compelling. However, if you look at the data, you have to find ways to crunch it up a little bit and maybe cap it at 6. Now, what they did here is include in the pre-header a little description of what this newsletter is about, which is pretty cool. A lot of companies don't use that, but I do know that on VBout we have a space for it, which we do advise our clients to use. I'm going to revisit the header and the stuff here, so let's leave that to the end. But as I scroll down a bit more, I do see this banner here. I am not a big fan of this one. It looks like an advertisement, which technically it is because this article is sponsored, meaning you pay SaaS Brief to be included, as you can see here, in their digest. So this one is one of the providers. They probably paid to be here, and they probably paid to be on top, right? They even self-position within the content. And as you scroll down, you can see each one of these is sponsored by a vendor. And these are some decent companies, so the content generally is pretty solid. Okay. So again, I'm not a fan of these. They are distracting within the email, and I do feel like getting right to the content and focusing on the CTA for each will get the best conversion rate overall. Now, here the content is hyperlinked, the title and the description, but the image is not. And I know this is a minor thing, but I do know that on mobile devices, it helps with the scroll, and you'll be surprised how many people simply click on the first CTA or the first image before they even get to the content. So keep that in mind, and I would add maybe a button here to learn more. Right? Nothing major, just to enhance the CTA, or at least the hypothesis that you'll get better click-through rates if you hyperlink these. Now there's an image here that was broken. This is probably provided by ZoomInfo. Maybe they swapped the location, they renamed the image, they deleted it, or it could be maybe over an unencrypted and for some reason the content is blocked. Either way, I think 90% of the time what happens is the image get either renamed or replaced. So I don't know if that's the issue, but all in all, you can see, unfortunately, it's a broken image. As I scroll down, I'm going to get to this scary piece of code, which looks like an error or a bug, but it actually it's not. Now, the reason you see this is because Gmail caps your email to a specific number of characters, and after that, it clips it. They just don't want you to send very long emails for some reason. They don't like that. So you can click on View Entire Message, and this will pull up the whole thing. And here you'll see there's really no errors. It was probably very well tested on different devices. We do have this cross-device testing on VBout. And as I get to the bottom, everything here seems to be good. The name of the company, the address. Although I don't see the phone number, and I do like to include that there to be 100% spam compliant, I do see they have an unsubscribe option and a manage your subscription. If I click on that, it prompts me to 3 different categories, which is nice. They summarize their content to either get it daily, weekly, or on a resource basis. And you can do the same for your company, you guys. Whatever system you're choosing, you can ask them how to set up your preferences for your end users or contacts that are receiving your newsletters. We do support it on VBout, so if you need assistance with that, please reach out to us, and we'll show you how you can do it on your VBout platform. Very easy to do and very convenient. Now, let's drill back here to the headers. As you can see, this is sent from Aggregage. I don't know if Aggregage is a division of SaaS Brief, but it's not necessarily the SaaS Brief website. Okay. Now, they are sending it from some sort of a white labeled solution. So let's dive deeper into the headers. Oops, sorry about that. Show original. And here you're going to see the SPF is pass. I like that. DKIM, DMARC properly set up. So this is really good. That IP is a SendGrid IP. So they are using SendGrid as an SMTP service. However, I do believe they have some solution that they installed and they're using it to deliver the emails, track the open rates and that sort of stuff. Okay, I don't believe they're using a SendGrid product beyond the SMTP. And I'm referring primarily to the SendGrid email solution. They're using probably their own white labeled solution. Okay. So overall, very well done. There are some tweaks to minimize the subject line, remove that distraction. Obviously, do not make that mistake, and maybe condense the content a bit so it doesn't get clipped, if possible at all. All right, this is it. Hopefully this was helpful, guys.